got on my sexy dress. You know what's coming next. I know you got my text. I want you between my legs. Showing up for you. Can I put it on you?
What's up, you guys? I'm back with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be doing 13 things that you did not know about Beyond Skirt Straight. The reason why I wanted to do this is because you guys really seem like y'all just really want to know about it, and y'all just really want to know what happened behind the scenes and all that good stuff. So, and plus on top of that, I just feel like I should just let you know what's going on or what went on, you know, since people want to play with me. Let's play back. So, 13 things. And if I were you, I would not skip, because I strategically placed some of the big ones like in the middle, and I did that because at first I was gonna do like, okay, easy to hard type stuff, you know. I was gonna do it like that. I was gonna do something that, you know, so cliche, but then I'm like, you know what, let me mix it up. I'm looking at the camera right here, and then I'm looking at y'all, so forgive me, but I gotta get back in the hip of things, and y'all know that. So let's just do it. Y'all ready? 13 things. I'm gonna give you your first thing. It was one of the officers gave me the keys to literally almost everything. Actual keys. I'm not kidding. Like actual keys to the first place we went. He gave me actual keys. Keys to the doors, keys to my handcuffs, keys to everything. And this was not aired on television, but when we had first got to that building, and when, you know, they were talking about Mary Kate lipstick and some more stuff in her pants, stuff like that. That building, that in particular building, because we went to two buildings. That building, they had us in like this holding cell type thing. And, you know, of course, they get you riled up, and then they, you know, put you in this place. But it's always a cameraman with you. So the cameraman was in the room with us. He stayed, like, when they shut the door, he stayed in there with us. And I was talking trash because I forgot. I think they kind of like started at us and then like put us in there. It's just a tactic to get more ratings, whatever. And the man pulled me out. He said, "What's your problem?" And I'm like, "I don't have a problem. Y'all the one picking with me." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "I tell you what." He said, if you can unlock your handcuffs, then you can go. I said, "Well, where's the keys?" And he gave me the keys. The keys were in his pocket, but it was a big ring of keys, and they all looked like pins, like, you know, old-fashioned type keys, but, you know, real new model type. So it was like keys with long pins on them. So I knew they were handcuffs, but to what, I had no idea. So I'm just like behind me trying to unlock the thing, and I couldn't get it unlocked. So I'm like, man, I tossed the keys on the table. I said, you know, I couldn't get that open. Come on, man, just take me back, because you doing too much. Like, I was really upset with him about that, because you gave me the keys, but I kid y'all not, it was a big ring of keys and a bunch of keys on the whole ring, if you know what I mean. Okay, the second thing was, we gave y'all 7 days worth of footage in the first part. Listen to me. I'm not talking about 6 months later. I'm not talking about you know, the aftermath of, you know, us going to the place. I'm talking about going to the place, from the place to, you know, our intro, yeah, y'all getting to know who we are, and then the jail happening. That was 7 days worth of footage. 7 days worth of footage. Okay, y'all seen it in an hour and a half. We seen 7 days worth of footage. Okay, so a lot of things y'all did not see. Y'all just got to see whatever they could get ratings on, which is fine. I'm not doing no tripping. Thank you. Get your ratings, do what you got to do. I ain't tripping. The third thing was the time I took a break from activities. Okay, so, you know, during the thing, during the time that we were exercising or whatever, it's supposed to be like a tactic of manual, like we're supposed to just like physically feel what a parent is going through or some old stuff, whatever. And one of the officers gave me a break. It was like, I don't know if you guys remember, but you go back and watch the episode. They had a van. It was a white van against the wall, against a cement wall. Over there, we were standing there, and he was like, I'm giving you a break, you know, go ahead, breathe, you know. He was just acting like he was talking to me, and he was not. He was like, you can get a break, you know, whatever. And that's something nobody knew about. And I think he grew to like me. He really did. He felt like I was one of his kids. Okay, the fourth thing was, we didn't see any inmates. There was no inmates where we were housed at. We didn't see any inmates. Ever. We didn't see nobody in green jumpsuits. What they did was brought ex-cons and people that were in jail to come talk to us. Nobody was an inmate at all. Whatsoever. Nobody. We didn't see no inmates. We did not do a jail walkthrough. We didn't do that. I really want to save that question, but the way I got it placed, I just gotta tell y'all. I gotta go and get it to you. So look, one of the officers dated my mother after this show. Moment of silence. One of the officers dated my mom after the show. And it's like when they came to visit, and you know, I'm over here eating or whatever, and we having a good time. I just remember catching them. They sat at the end of the table, and I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? But then I started seeing him in her phone. One thing about my mama, when we were kids, we can go through that phone. We can touch that phone, pick that phone up. We know the code to that phone. Let me tell you something. When you become a mom, you do not have a phone. Y'all have a phone. So, and if he does end up coming across this, I want you to know we seen everything. I'm talking about your pictures, all this stuff. So, anyway, why I call the officer Snowflake? Everybody been wanting to know why I called this officer Snowflake, and I have to tell you why. So, there was a part where, and I think they put a little bit of it in there where I was up against the wall and it was all in my face. Okay, so when that happened, I had bangs at the time. I never forget, I had bangs and a ponytail. So when he reached in, and during the midst of everybody yelling, you can't really hear what nobody's saying. But what he said to me stuck out because he touched me, and I had a problem with that. He reached in and he moved my bangs out of my face, and he was like, yeah, let's see this pretty little face of yours. And I was like, boy, if I didn't have these handcuffs on, I thought that was disrespectful. I thought that was crossing the line. I thought that was out of line, because you do not touch me, period. Don't touch me because I did not touch you, and not even in that way. So when I said you full of ish, Snowflake, that was after that had happened, because you're not gonna disrespect me like that. I'm still a young girl at that time. I'm still a young lady now. Don't play with it. No, but at that time, it's like you being a young little girl. You know, you don't. No, nobody is supposed to reach out. So when I say he touched me, that's what I meant by that. I don't want nobody to think nothing else, because it is what it is. But when he reached out and move my bangs out of my face. He was like, yeah, move these bangs. Let's see this pretty little face of yours. And I was like, no. No. You will go down in history as Snowflake. I think you are the reason why people call other people Snowflake. You will always be Snowflake. Snowflake. So when I apologized to him, it wasn't because I wanted to. It wasn't because I needed to. It was because that's what they wanted me to do. That's what the producers and that's what, well, not even the producers. Producers was just like, whatever I can get, I get. But the officers wanted me to apologize to him, and I didn't really give a damn no more at that point. I was like, I apologize, but I ain't never gonna be sorry. I am not sorry for what I said. I meant what I said, and I stand on what I said. And you know, it is what it will always be. I don't care. We were coached by production. Okay, so listen to this. When you're doing a TV show and you are speaking, you know, when you're sitting and speaking for those shows like that, there's a specific way that you're supposed to say things. You have to say things in a specific way. You have to say them like this. So like if they say, well, if they ask your question and you answer it, then you have to say it the way that they want you to say it. So they'd be like, well, no, don't say it like that. Say it like this. Or they'll give you something to say before you answer the question. And it was always an extra culture production. So when you look at that, I'm telling you, it's edited and chopped up. And I'm looking at my questions, just so y'all, I don't want y'all to see my questions, but like my questions, 13 things. I'm looking at my questions, so I don't want y'all to think I'm looking down, and I'm looking down at my questions because I got to make sure that I get them all, say them all, because I want to make sure that y'all get these 13 questions, because it is what, I mean, these 13 things to know. Why am I saying questions? We didn't go to a jailhouse, and we didn't. I explained that to you. We did not go to a jailhouse. We went to the police station down there and were transferred from the police station to the holding place before you go see the judge. Actually, it was really like a parking lot. I'm not gonna, like, it was like a garage, a bunch of cars, and then you go in there, it's like a desk, a front desk, and then a bunch of like about 4 or 5 cells that you can sit in. Was one of my sisters put a stop to production. She put a stop to production when we first got there. The reason being is because we had never been on a flight. This was our first time being on a flight. We had to ride 2 flights, okay, to get there. And we were tired, jet lagged, and we didn't want to be bothered. We thought that it was gonna be like she was just gonna come, like, speak to us real quick, get us to the place we need to go. Then we were gonna go do the videos and all that stuff. So it didn't happen like that. We got off the flight, we got off our second flight, and we were tired. And the lady greeted us before we had even made it to the camera. She greeted us and explained to us that as soon as we go down these escalators that, you know, we're gonna start filming, and you know, that's when everything will start. She didn't tell us that there was going to be a cameraman with camera the size of a toddler on the side of his head, and that there was going to be somebody with a boom mic and this big loud LED light. We was never really treated horribly. We weren't treated horribly, absolutely not whatsoever, during the beginning of the production, or even in the end. We were not treated terribly. We stayed at a DoubleTree hotel. We ate where we wanted, did what we wanted, and everything was on the film's budget, I'm guessing, because it was not our money that we were spending. So I don't know whose money we were spending. We definitely were spending somebody's money. I think we ordered chocolate cake and some more stuff, but whatever. They purposely did not brush their teeth so that their breath would stink. So when they yelled at us, we could smell their breath. I don't know who came up with that idea, but y'all don't ever come up with that idea again. Y'all need to brush your funky ass teeth before you film with anybody's children, anybody period, because nobody want to smell ass and onions. Okay. The last conversation before we filmed the life after it happened. So the life after it happened, when they got there, when the police officers got to where we was living, one of the officer that was dating my mom, he said, I'm gonna be honest. We were sitting on the couch before we even filmed. We weren't even filming at the time. He said, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like y'all ain't changed. Ain't nobody said nothing to him. I stayed quiet. I didn't really speak to anybody. I didn't really say anything. Only thing I said was, hey, when they came through the door. Because generally that's what manners do. You're supposed to speak when somebody enters the room. When you enter the room, you speak. And when someone else enters the room, they're supposed to speak as well. That's a manners for you. You know, so that's another conversation for another topic, if you know what I mean. But I spoke, and after I spoke, that was kind of that. I didn't really say anything after that. You know, making the banana pudding and all that. I kind of stayed close to my room. My room was literally behind that wall right there. I was ready to go to it. I didn't really want to speak. I'm not that friendly. I'm not mean, but I'm not friendly. That's that. And the last but not least, filming the front of the home. Okay, so this is what, there was a lot of wrongdoing right there. I had never seen them, anybody for that matter. I never, even on TV, I've never seen, I'm looking at myself. It is what it is. I don't care. Because sometimes I look at the camera and then sometimes I look at myself. I don't know. But I just didn't like that. I didn't like the fact that that was basically coming about. I didn't like that at all. The reason being why I didn't like it is because we didn't live in a gated community. We didn't live, you know, anywhere where you couldn't find the house. So what I thought was going to happen was the opposite of what really happened. So what happened was, no, I'm going to tell you what didn't happen. I guess they were thinking that people were going to come do something bad to us, stuff like that, whatever. But no, I'm guessing what they were thinking, like what was running through their head when they recorded the front of the house, when they filmed the front of the house. Because what are you thinking? What were you thinking? Oh, okay. So, but what happened was, for that year, we moved after that year, because the whole year after, from after the show filmed, from after the show filmed till the end of the year, they knocked on our door. And let me tell you what they wanted. They wanted two things: a picture and an autograph. You have no idea how many times I had to get out of my bed. And people go, well, oh, she's mean. She's got an attitude. You are a stranger knocking on my door at 1 a.m. asking for a photo and asking for a picture. At least I'm not like everybody else. I don't think you're being weird. I just think you done lost your mind a little bit. But it's okay. I lose mine too, but not like that. You know, I'm not gonna blow you up like that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get you out your bed just for a picture. So what I started doing, I started signing my name like regular, not no signature, not no nothing. I started signing my name regular, cause it is what it is. And they was like, well, can I get a picture? Sure. But then, like, I kind of stopped the pictures. I kind of put a halt to the pictures because y'all always getting me out of my bed. Y'all was getting me out like I'm watching TV. I'm really minding my business. Like, no. So those are the things you did not know about Beyond Scared Straight. I stand on them. I said that, and it is what it is. You guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you guys tell me what question. I mean, why do I keep saying questions? So tell me what stuck out, things that you did not know, in my comment below. Also, you guys, I am thinking about, the reason why I have my hair like this is because I was gonna do braids, but I said, you know what, I need to ask them first. So look, I have 4C hair. Oh, I gotta keep it in the camera. As you can see, I have 4C hair. Okay. And it requires to be wet and combed out. I'm thinking about permanent, and I want to permanent, and I'm probably going to permanent. I just need to know, do you guys think that I should record it? For one, do you think that I should record it? Like, do you think that I should make it a YouTube video? Or do you guys think that I should just leave it like it is? And because two things are gonna happen, so y'all just pick for me. One, I can go get it colored. I probably want a vibrant purple with different shades of purples, like streaks or something like that. Or I can turn my 4C hair into straight hair and perm it. So one of the two, perm or color. I ain't gonna do both, but perm or color. Y'all tell me. And I am